Have you ever stood in front of the mirror after a hair appointment and thought, something's off, is this color making me look older? You're not alone in that feeling. Many women I speak to in their 60s and beyond have quietly wondered the same thing, and it's not about being vain or chasing youth. It's about feeling good when you look at your reflection. That small spark when your hair lights up your face just right? It matters. Hair color, believe it or not, plays a big role in how we feel about ourselves, more than we sometimes realize. The same hair shade that looked amazing in your 40s might not be doing you any favors today. That's not your fault, by the way. As we age, our skin tone changes, our hair texture changes, and what once gave us that glow can start to feel a little dull. Or too harsh. Or just wrong, and we can't quite put our finger on it. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the most common hair color mistakes that can unintentionally add years to our appearance. More importantly, I'll walk you through some easy, practical color strategies that can help you look fresh, vibrant, and like yourself, just a little more lit from within. Now, before we jump in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? Comment below and share your city, and if you've ever had a hair color that made you feel amazing, or not so amazing, tell me about that too. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips like these. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. Point 1. Why solid jet black hair might be aging you. Let's start with one of the most common things I see among older women, and that's holding onto solid jet black hair. Now, I totally understand why many women stick with it. Maybe it's the color you've had all your life, or maybe it's what you feel most you in. It's bold, strong, and familiar. But here's the truth. That same deep black that looked stunning in your 30s or 40s might now be doing the opposite of what you want. As we age, our skin tone naturally softens. We lose some of that youthful color in our face, the rosy cheeks, the glow, the warmth. When you pair that softer skin with a very dark, flat black hair color, the contrast becomes too sharp. And what that does is draw attention to things we're usually trying to soften, like fine lines, shadows, and uneven skin tone. Solid black can create a frame around the face that almost looks too heavy. It might even make the face appear more tired or drawn. It's not about beauty or worth, it's just how color and light work. High contrast like that can make everything feel harsher. And honestly, it can take away from your natural features instead of highlighting them. But here's the good news, you don't have to give up your love for dark hair. You can still have rich, deep color that feels true to you, it just needs a little bit of softening. Instead of using flat black dye from root to tip, consider adding some variation. Something like a dark chocolate brown or even a softer espresso shade with some dimension can make a huge difference. It still gives you that depth, but it reflects light better and blends more naturally with mature skin. Some women even add a few lowlights. Think of them as barely their lighter strands that give the hair movement. It doesn't look highlighted, just more alive. And when light hits it, it gives your hair that healthy, multi-toned look, instead of looking like one solid block of color. Point 2. The problem with platinum blonde and overly ashy tones. Now let's talk about something a lot of women turn to as they start to go gray, platinum blonde or those really cool-toned ash blondes. On the surface, it seems like a smart choice, right? The lighter color can blend in with gray roots and might feel like an easy fix. But here's the catch, those icy, silvery tones can sometimes do more harm than good when it comes to how youthful or vibrant we look. The biggest issue with very cool blonde shades is how they interact with mature skin. As we age, our skin tends to lose that healthy, rosy tone we had when we were younger. It becomes a bit thinner, sometimes even a little pale or sallow. When you place a super cool blonde, like platinum or ash, right next to that softer skin, the whole face can start to look washed out. Instead of bringing light to the face, these shades can pull the color right out of it. And where we want to lift and brighten the appearance, these cooler tones often highlight fine lines, dark circles, and wrinkles. It's not intentional, of course, but the way light reflects off these pale, ashy shades can sometimes add years instead of taking them away. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give up being blonde. Not at all. It's about finding a warmer blonde that works with your skin, not against it. Something like a soft golden blonde, a warm champagne, or even a buttery honey tone can do wonders. These shades reflect light in a softer, more flattering way. They warm up the face and can actually make your skin look healthier, more radiant, and even a little more lifted, just by the way the light bounces off those tones. Another thing to think about is the maintenance. Platinum blonde and ash tones are high maintenance. Every time your natural roots grow out, they can create a harsh line that's hard to hide. And the constant need to bleach and tone your hair can really wear it down, especially if your hair is already thinning or becoming more fragile with age. Point 3. Why flat, single-process brown can be a hidden aging trap. Now let's talk about a hair color mistake that flies under the radar, and that's flat, single-process brown. It sounds harmless, right? Medium brown, maybe dark brown, applied all over evenly. No fuss. Just covers the gray and gets the job done. But this one might surprise you, because that even, all one-tone color can actually be making you look older, not younger. Here's why. Natural hair, no matter your age, always has a little variation in it. A few lighter pieces where the sun hits, slightly deeper tones underneath, a mix of shades that give it that healthy, dimensional look. When you apply a single, flat brown shade from root to tip, especially one from a box dye, you lose all of that natural variation. The result? Hair that can look heavy, dull, and kind of lifeless. Almost like a helmet sitting on top of your head, with no movement or lightness. And unfortunately, that solid block of brown can create harsh lines around your face. Instead of softening your features, it frames them too tightly. That makes fine lines, wrinkles, and any uneven skin tone stand out more, not less. What's worse is that many at-home browns have cool or ashy undertones to cancel out redness. But for mature skin, that coolness can backfire. It can make your complexion look drained, tired, or even slightly greenish under certain lighting. But don't worry, if you've been using the same brown for years, the fix doesn't require a drastic change. You don't have to jump to blonde or silver. In fact, brown can still be beautifully flattering, if you add just a bit of dimension. Think warm chestnut with a few caramel pieces, or a chocolate base with some golden lowlights. Nothing stripy or dramatic, just enough to break up that flatness and bring movement back to your hair. The difference is subtle, but powerful. Hair with even a touch of variation reflects light better. It looks healthier. And healthy hair always reads as more youthful, not because it's trendy, but because it glows. That's really what we're after, not some big transformation, but a little shift that brings life and softness back to your look. Point 4. The beauty of dimensional brunettes with warmth. If you've ever looked at someone and thought, wow, her hair just lights up her whole face, chances are, she wasn't wearing a flat, one-shade color. She probably had what we call dimensional color, and for brunettes, adding that subtle dimension can be an absolute game changer. Now I know a lot of women over 60 stick with a medium or dark brown because it feels safe. It covers gray well, it's familiar, and it seems like a natural fit. But here's the trick, you can still stay in the brunette family and give your hair a fresh, youthful boost simply by warming it up and breaking up that solid color with soft variations. Let's talk about what dimension actually means. It's not about dramatic streaks or looking trendy. It's about creating depth and light within your hair color, like the natural highs and lows you used to have when your hair caught the sunlight. When you add even just a few warm tones, like caramel, honey, or golden brown, you instantly bring life back into your hair. These tones reflect light toward your face, soften your features, and make your skin look more radiant. It's like turning on a soft glow without makeup. And the warmth matters more than people realize. Cool browns can sometimes drain the natural warmth from mature skin, leaving it looking a little flat or tired. But warm browns, especially ones with subtle golden or reddish undertones, complement your skin beautifully. They add richness and softness, which is exactly what most of us are looking for as we age. Here's the best part: you don't have to go full highlight or get anything bold. Even just asking your colorist for some face-framing pieces or a few strategically placed warm tones throughout can completely change how your hair looks, and how you feel about it. These soft transitions in color give the hair more movement, make it look healthier, and can make you appear more vibrant without a drastic change. And for those who color at home, there are more advanced kits now that include subtle highlight options made just for mature hair. Or you can even bring a photo to your stylist that shows what kind of dimension you want, something soft and blended, nothing dramatic. Point 5. The radiance of soft, buttery blondes. Let's talk about blonde, but not just any blonde. I'm talking about soft, buttery blondes that bring warmth, glow, and life to your face. If you've tried going blonde before and felt like it didn't quite work, it might be because the tone was too cool or too pale. The truth is, not all blondes are created equal, and for mature women, warm blondes are often far more flattering than those icy or platinum shades. Now, I know many women turn to platinum or ash blonde thinking it will blend better with their gray or make their hair look lighter and brighter. But as we mentioned earlier, those cool tones can wash out the skin, especially when we naturally lose some of that youthful color in our face. They can highlight things like fine lines, under-eye circles, and shadows instead of softening them. But buttery blondes? That's a whole different story. These are shades with gentle golden, honey, or champagne undertones, not too yellow, not brassy, but just warm enough to add richness and softness to your overall look. They reflect light beautifully and give the skin a more lifted, glowing appearance. Think of it like this: they create a soft filter around your face, making everything look a little brighter and more refreshed. Let's say your natural hair was light brown or dark blonde. A soft butterscotch tone with golden highlights might be perfect. If your hair was always on the lighter side, a creamy, warm blonde with some subtle honey lowlights could be just the right touch. These colors don't scream for attention, they gently flatter your skin and bring warmth back to your features. Another bonus? Warm blondes are actually easier to maintain than platinum. Your hair naturally warms up over time, especially in the sun or with regular washing. Instead of fighting that warmth with toners and purple shampoos, buttery blondes work with your hair's natural tendency. That means fewer touch-ups, less damage, and a softer grow-out line between appointments. When you talk to your stylist, use words like warm honey, soft golden, or champagne blonde. And be sure to mention that you want the warmth concentrated around your face. That's where it really makes a difference in how youthful and bright you look. And for those coloring at home, look for shades that say warm, golden, or natural, and avoid anything that says ash or cool. Even a half-shade shift toward warmth can bring out that healthy, radiant look you're going for. Point 6. Embracing strategic silver and gray blending. Now let's talk about something that's often met with mixed feelings: gray hair. For some women, going gray feels freeing. For others, it can be uncomfortable, like a reminder of aging. But here's the truth: when done right, gray and silver hair can be absolutely stunning, sophisticated, and even more youthful than trying to cover it up completely. The key word here is strategic. It's not just about letting your roots grow out and hoping for the best. What really makes silver or gray hair look modern and elegant is how you blend it, care for it, and own it. As we age, our hair doesn't go gray all at once. Some parts turn silver, others stay dark, and some areas can look a little dull or patchy. That unevenness is what often makes people feel like gray hair is aging. But with a little help, either from a colorist or even some thoughtful home color techniques, you can take those natural grays and turn them into something luminous and polished. There are a few beautiful options here. If you're just starting to go gray, adding subtle highlights in silvery tones or lowlights in your natural color can create a lovely salt and pepper effect. If you're further along, blending in soft silver or even platinum tones can even out the overall look and make it feel intentional, not like you're stuck in the in-between stage. One of the most powerful things about well-blended gray hair is the way it reflects light. When it's healthy and shiny, silver hair can actually brighten your whole face. It draws attention to your eyes, softens your skin tone, and gives off a radiant, confident energy that flat, dyed color sometimes can't match. Of course, gray hair does need a little extra care. It's more prone to yellowing from the sun, water, or product buildup. That's why using a blue or purple shampoo once a week can keep the silver looking bright and clean. And don't skip on moisture. Regular deep conditioning or glossing treatments can make all the difference in shine and smoothness. Remember, dull gray and luminous silver are two completely different looks, and most of the difference comes down to how you care for it. And emotionally? Many women who embrace their silver say it's the most confident they've ever felt. They stop chasing the dye schedule, stop worrying about roots, and start feeling more aligned with who they are today. It's not about giving up, it's about stepping into a new chapter with elegance and intention. We've talked about a lot today, the colors that might be adding years to your appearance, and the ones that can bring out your natural glow. But more than anything, I hope you walk away from this with one important reminder: you don't need to chase trends or try to look like your younger self. What truly matters is finding a hair color that reflects who you are now, vibrant, wise, and absolutely beautiful. So whether you're ready to warm up your brunette, soften your black, switch to a buttery blonde, or finally embrace your silver strands, do it for you. Not because anyone else says it's the right thing, but because you deserve to look in the mirror and feel good about what you see. That quiet confidence? That's what makes you glow. Before you head out, here are a few helpful tips to carry with you. Choose a stylist who understands mature hair. Don't be shy about asking questions during your consultation. A great colorist should talk about your skin tone, your comfort level, and how to keep your hair healthy through it all. Bring photos that reflect what you want, not celebrities, but real women with similar features and age. That will help your stylist give you a look that fits you, not someone else. Be honest about maintenance. If you don't want to be in the salon every few weeks, there are beautiful, low-maintenance options that still look polished and radiant. Care for your hair at home. Use sulfate-free shampoos, gentle heat styling, and conditioning treatments to keep your color fresh and your strands healthy. Healthy hair always looks younger, no matter the shade. Most importantly, give yourself permission to evolve. Changing your hair color isn't about hiding who you are, it's about honoring the season you're in. And the best part? When you find the right shade, people won't say, "Wow, nice hair color." They'll say, "You look amazing." If this video gave you some clarity or ideas, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button and gave it a thumbs up. And if you've ever had a hair color that really changed how you felt, for better or worse, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. It might just help someone else feel seen and understood. Until next time, stay graceful, stay confident, and remember, beauty isn't about turning back the clock. It's about showing up fully as the person you are today, and letting that shine through every strand.